Hello cyclocross fans, Pete Weber here. Beautiful sunny afternoon out here at the Boulder Reservoir. Previewing the course for tomorrow's race, and I want to give you a little glimpse of what you can expect. It's going to be a very challenging course and one of the hardest, most amount of sand I've seen at the res. Let's take a look. Here comes my teammate Jos. So now he's on the soft sand section, really mostly a running section for the average rider. It might get packed down. Jos was able to ride that section, but I haven't seen anybody else ride it today. If it gets packed down, it could be more rideable. So he goes around the lifeguard shack. We'll pick him up here in a second. That was a running section. Now he's heading down towards the lake, straight down the beach. Really hard to ride that section. There's no lines cut in yet. The sand is really soft and it's definitely not frozen. There's a lot of moisture in the sand, so it really gums up your shoes and pedals. And then you can see Jos here is a long running section back up. Any uphill on the sand is obviously going to be running. Long running section, no chance to ride this. And then up the building, and Jos, just shortcut around to the other side, okay? So you can see when he goes to jump back on, shoes and pedals do not work whatsoever. Course goes that way, around the building. We'll cut back this way. Course will re-emerge here. And now Jos goes into a long running section, close to a minute long probably. Where he runs down the beach in that direction, over the mound. And if you can see along the lake shore, heading way out to the east, that long section along the water's edge is really gnarly, barely rideable. Course comes back along the road, and then it comes back up the beach section through a lot of chicanes, and I timed that running section at about a minute and a half at a good tempo run without any chance to remount the way the conditions are right now. So it's going to be a gnarly race. The course may change a little. There's nobody out here to discuss it with, and so there will be some changes, as typically when they get here in the morning and assess the conditions at that time, and also looking around for different categories. There may be some shortcuts. Jos and I did a lap at a good tempo. It took 11 and a half minutes. Sometimes we might not have been on the precise course because it's hard to always know. But it was a super long lap. That was at tempo. Barely able to clip in most of the times on the remounts. Things are melting right now, but obviously it's going to freeze tonight. I don't think that'll make the sand firmer. It'll make some of the grass firmer. And the conditions are going to just change continually throughout the day. It's impossible to predict what it'll be like at 9 a.m. or 11 or 2 or 4 tomorrow. Junior riders, I don't recommend this race for you if you're under the age of like 12. Anyone who doesn't like to shoulder their bike for minutes on end, this would not be a good race. If you like doing that, you'll probably thrive. If you don't like clipless pedals, like if you struggle in the mud with clipless pedals, you're going to really struggle here. I would recommend flat pedals and sneakers because there's hardly any power pedaling sections, but there's a ton of on-off, and the pedals and clips are not working in the current conditions. So that's the way we see it today. Hope this was helpful to everyone. I encourage you to come check it out and test yourself against one of the hardest courses we've seen all season. But if you're a beginner or a younger junior, this might not be the best race for you. You'll want to check it out and make your own decision. So thanks for listening. We'll see you later.